Holler is intended for mature audiences only, so your mom is definitely invited. Sometimes controversial, always engaging. It's the podcast that lets your voice be heard. It's the podcast that shouts you out. It's time to holler. Can you dig it?
I could eat a unicorn one day through a Pop-Tart.
I like toaster strudels.
You like the jizzy part?
Yeah, I like the way it explodes
You
in
like
my
it?
mouth and to swallow it down. Oh my god.
Your tweets, snaps, Facebook comments, and even phone calls. Holler any way you want.
They used to give kids opiates to keep them quiet.
This is much less offensive than that.
JD, Brian, and Gracie. Holler at your boys and a girl.
Oh, yes, people. We are back on the internet with you. What's happening, everybody? It's been a hot minute. I'm ready to party with you through the digital realm. My name is JD Short. You can hit me up on all social media at JD Short. And above me right now is my good buddy Brian. What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Cheers, Holler Nation. We are so glad to be back. I'm so excited to drink with you guys and get crazy with you guys. We've got a crazy, fun guest. This is exactly how I want to come back and kick this thing off. What have we been off? Like 2 weeks? It feels like a year at this point. We're going to give away some CAMO Complete Energy and some CAMO CBD. If you guys will just stick around for the first 5 minutes, I've promised an instant giveaway right away, or CAMO has, I should say. And we should mention that we are proudly powered by CAMO Complete Energy, CAMO CBD. More on that in a minute. I should introduce who's over here to the other side of me, and that's Gracie, a.k.a. Rachel. Gracie, what is up your way? Are you already drunk? You already drinking, girl? I knew it.
I'm already drunk.
Yes.
I have a newfound love for White Claw, but only the mango kind. I've not tasted anything else.
I'm so
But
proud of you.
it's only good if you put vodka in it also.
Oh,
I'm so
shit.
proud of you.
Fortified White Claw. That's some good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? My girlfriend does the same exact thing. That's a genius thing to do. Hey, Corey Gresham out there says, Holler Nation. Corey, what is up? Corey specifically, by the way, is a Holler listener that we hope feels better. We know that he just recently had surgery. He was a CAMO CBD winner, and I personally dropped that on his porch and said, dude, feel better. I hope this stuff helps. So, Corey, glad to have you back. Hope things are doing good. Let's keep getting Holler Nation guests in here. But before we keep moving on here, we got to intro our guest. We have none other than Dyla Ride.
I was still trying to get her camera right.
Dyla, you're fine. Do your thing.
How are you? Because you know she's got to vogue it. She's got to frame it right. She's got to get it real. You already know what it is.
This mirror image stuff is freaking me out.
It is kind of weird, isn't it? Dyla's with us. This is Dyla. She is here. She is going to tell us all about her recent exploits and her upcoming ones and all the things that have been going on in the world of fabulousness. That is Dyla Ride. But before we do anything and move onward, we have to do a toast because that's how we start the show off. That's how we make it happen. So everybody, please, if you have a cocktail, I think right now Dyla hers might be a Mucinex cocktail of some sort. But
I got some red wine. I thought that paired well with amoxicillin.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
I'm pretty sure that's what the label says. You're correct.
I believe that is correct. Yes. Here we go, y'all. So raise your glass if you're out there on the internet drinking with us as well. Please do the same. This one I'm going to dedicate to Dyla here. You're going to love this one, and please use it in your show if you'd like. Here we go.
Absolutely.
If sex is evil and evil is sin, well, sin is forgiven. So stick it right in.
Link up at officialholler.com.
That's right. You can go to officialholler.com and check out all of our past episodes. Check out our upcoming guests, all that good stuff. We also link you to these people because we are proudly powered by CAMO Complete Energy. Check out CAMOenergy.com.
Let's give some away. You want to? Right away, right out of the gates. Let's
do it right off the
fastest camo giveaway ever with Dyla Ride. As a matter of fact, these little gummies right here, whoever wins this giveaway that we're about to do, you're going to get a pack of gummies as well. And just to show you how much I love these motherfuckers, I've been saving it for this. I'm going to open these right on the show, and I'm going to eat them live as we podcast because I just love the camo gummies so much. And these are CBD, by the way. So these are just what I like to call the old organic Advil. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys just follow along, you're going to win some right now. So we're going to make it real easy right out of the gates. If you guys will share this live feed to your Facebook wall, and if you will also go follow CAMO Energy on Instagram. So at CAMO Energy. Do those two things. DM us a screenshot showing that you've done them. It doesn't matter if you've done this stuff before. You might have already followed CAMO Energy. If you're a Holler Nation listener, that's fine. Send us your old screenshot, but share this live video right now. Prove that you shared it. DM us with your info. We're going to mail you another gift pack. And I'm going to go ahead and eat these while we're doing this stuff. That's what's
Make it happen. Make it happen. While I continue to introduce our fabulous guests. Yes, people, she puts the pride in Huntington Pride, and she possibly puts the shame in Low Down Dirty Shame. It's Dyla Ride in the place to be. Can we give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm so happy to have you here, Dyla.
I'm so excited. Also, Rachel, I know you're talking about me, but it's rude to not include our guest.
You're beautiful.
Oh,
And I love that in honor of me being on your show, you're doing a quick, fast giveaway. That's the way I like to do it. Give it away.
Fast and
easy.
quick.
That.
Yipes.
we come out
Is that
swinging.
how you
on
got strep
Holler.
throat?
I did catch strep from a boy. He messaged me earlier and was like, I just tested positive for strep. You probably ought to go to the doctor.
Hey, in all fairness, Dyla, he could have tested positive for way worse things.
So many other
I
things could have been positive.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers to
boy.
Not the
strep.
worst,
You know what?
the worst thing a boy could give me, so it'll be fine.
So you are fresh off of a recent show you did at the Summit Beer Station. I believe it was
Yes.
called Day Drinking with Dyla. Can you tell us a little bit about that gig?
That it was. So that was a super cool gig. It's the kind of show that I've been wanting to get to a place where people would believe in my character and my type of drag and comedy enough to let me do. And Jeff and Mandy at Summit were like, yes, absolutely. And they made it happen. And it was fantastic. It was more like kind of an old school talk variety comedy show. So we had all these different little segments and skits. We had Alex Runyon was a guest comedian with us. Alexandria Jim, one of my favorite drag queens. She is huge. She's beautiful. She's bendy. Like, talk about body positivity. She'll just come out in like a mesh body stocking and do her thing. And she's amazing. So yeah, we did that and everybody had a great amount of fun. We just need to do it sometime when it's a little cooler.
Oh yeah, I bet it was pretty much scorching that
It
weekend.
was very hot. My face was melting off, eyelashes drooping. It was the whole thing.
Speaking of your face, thank you so much for bringing it to this show. Your glitter job is absolutely fantastic. I think that when the Pride Fest comes up later on this year, you might have to help me do that to my beard because
Oh, absolutely.
That
It's
would
not
be
that
excellent.
hard. It's not that hard.
yeah, that's fantastic. Well,
I've been
so
rocking the full rainbow glitter beard a lot during Pride Month too. Well,
oh yes, yes, of course. So speaking of, you're talking about your style when it comes to a show like that one, and you know that is a main thing about Dyla, I believe, is the style. You actually, I mean, you know, a big part of drag is connecting with the audience directly, and literally and physically, and all that good stuff. But I think Dyla does take it to a level where you really are. You know, you're hitting it on all cylinders. You come at it with all this kind of thing. So you know, what do you think makes Dyla a little bit better of a performer or different maybe?
Yeah, there's a different style of drag. You know, most girls are just dying to get out there and perform a song, which is awesome, and I love to watch that. But the thing that I like to do more than anything in the world is to host and MC. I love to engage with the audience. The more I can fuck around with people in the audience, the better. There were a couple of poor straight couples at the show at Summit, and I always make a beeline for cute straight boys, and they're always great about it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We had a lot of audience interaction games that were amazing. Oh, and I can I've got some of those laying here that I can take you through at some point.
Yeah. Well, maybe here in a little bit we'll play along there.
Absolutely.
You also recently, speaking of MCing, didn't you MC the recent Drag Me to Brunch picnic edition that they just had?
Yeah, that was amazing. You know, some campy comedy bitch like me, give me a big crowd and give me a microphone, and I'm just happy as a clam. So yeah, it was amazing. We sold 850 tickets for that one show.
Jeez.
So we packed out the amphitheater up at Ritter Park and went for 3 straight hours of drag, and it was so much fun.
They've got to be asking for you guys to come back if you like packed it out like that, right?
Oh yeah, they're already wanting us to come back, but I'm like, that's people don't understand how much work goes into putting a show like that together. Like, no, this is not going to be a monthly thing. We do monthly brunches at Black Sheep, and we're going to start those back not in July but in August. But yeah, we're probably going to keep that amphitheater show probably a once a year show.
Oh, this is great. Rachel just got engaged in here from Holler Nation. Rachel saying, hey, Dyla, can you tell us how we can tip you? Because we know now, too, there is the digital platform for tipping now, which is a big part of everything.
Great question. And I am glad I booked this tonight of all nights because I do have strep throat and can't go anywhere tonight. So I got gussied up from the comfort of my own home. But yeah, you can tip me on Venmo or Cash App. It's just Dyla Ride, and that's DYLARIDE. And that's also my Facebook, facebook.com/DylaRide, and my Instagram is Dyla_ride.
Gracie will get the Venmo and the Cash App names in the live chat. So you guys, all you'll have to do is just scroll up later to see that. Dyla, I hear you also have something else in your toolkit as of recently. You might be ordained. Does that sound correct?
Yeah. Speaking of, yeah. So I've got my little certificate here that I got in the mail. So yes,
You're beautiful.
I have put my little stuff into the Secretary of State, so I will be legally registered to perform marriages in any county in West Virginia. And look, I even got this little clergy badge. I got this for a specific reason. Because, during COVID, there were some folks in the hospital, and not many folks were allowed to go in. But I'm like, what if I say I'm their pastor?
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, that's a loophole. I never thought of that.
And then, of course, I got to get the full outfit, but I've already got the little...
Oh, yes.
Dyla,
I am ready.
Dyla, I have an idea for you with the whole ordained thing. I'm assuming you have not done a wedding yet, correct? But you can.
I have not, but I can.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So here's my idea. Since you haven't done one yet, I think every wedding that you do, you should have a thing. And I don't know if it's take a Polaroid with the bride and groom or something, but you should have some digital album that has everyone that you have married, like a picture with you and them. I think that would be so cool. I would scroll through it.
Absolutely. And I'm calling myself Reverend Ride. I think it's just right, Reverend Ride.
Well, Dyla, I just texted my husband and asked him if we can renew our vows for our 1-year anniversary this year because I'm pissed I got married last year. Dang. If I'd have known, I would have waited.
Now, see, boys, I told her that I'd just perform her next one instead. But...
Yeah, my next one.
Hey.
Sorry, Nathan.
If you guys want to tip DylaRide anytime during the show, you can Venmo DylaRide just like it looks, but you can also Cash App DylaRide just like it looks. So again, we got a lot of fun things going on. We've got camo giveaways. If you guys keep sticking around, you can just keep winning camo over and over. And Holler Nation knows this pays off to watch the full podcast because we just keep giving away this CAMO Complete Energy. It's such a cool company. They're local, by the way. This is a Huntington, West Virginia company that's about to go national, and half of Holler Nation is national anyway. I ship these things out every week. I do personally. Some of them I drop off if it's a local address and maybe I know the Holler Nation person. But if I don't, man, I'm shipping these things to Washington. I'm shipping them to Las Vegas, Los Angeles.
New York.
I'm shipping them to New York.
Oregon?
I think I shipped to Oregon. I shipped like 2 to Texas, 2 different people that were totally unrelated. Holler Nation, you guys fucking rock. This is why we keep coming back and doing this. I was so excited to see everyone this evening. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I just want to talk about this 2 more seconds here. Camo, again, being a local company is fantastic. Check them out, camoenergy.com. They don't just do the energy shots, but I want to talk about them right now because they taste absolutely fantastic. They are a natural source of caffeine. They get their caffeine from natural sources. And as you can see here, 250 milligrams of caffeine, which is basically like, a couple shots of espresso, maybe a down to cappuccino or 2, that kind of thing. But again, there's not all this crazy other chemical stuff going on with it. There's not all this crazy crap. It's actually just what your body needs to give you the energy that you need. You got berry you got blood orange. It's fantastic. They don't just do that though. They also got CBD. Camo CBD is very similar blend, but also includes CBD, which is actually really sick. It makes you makes you feel good. Corey says the berry punch was, and I'm gonna fill it in for him. A fantastic.
Look at it slowly scrolling on the screen, JD.
Oh,
it was
tasty.
Why is it scrolling so slowly? Hey, Dyla, I've got a couple things for you before we start scooting on to Holler Nation, by the way. So correct me if I'm wrong on this. Dyla Ride, did she or didn't she make an appearance at the first week of Huntington Jewel City Kickball? Am I right or wrong about this? Is it a half and half?
If that wasn't fully Dyla, that was
it was at least some Dyla.
That was some half and half, but it was very much Dyla's attitude that showed up.
And by that, what Dyla is saying is, I happen to be on the opposite team that Dyla was on the sidelines for. Let's just say I was harassed the entire game. So were my teammates, but in the best way possible. I mean, there were other teams coming over that weren't quite sure what was going on, and they were like, "Can you believe that person is standing over there with a megaphone screaming these obscenities at you guys?" And we all collectively as a team, we said, we love it. And we were actually feeding off of the energy. Yeah. So we were like playing songs for it. That's great.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much.
I actually thanked her. I said, thank you for heckling them because someone has to do it whenever I am not around. Right. So I just
drag queens her. And kickball. That's what
I just needed her to do.
Drag queens.
I was scared too. I walked all the way across that field in my heels, and I thought I was gonna die. So
you were okay. Let's get this straight, Dyla. How tall are you without any heels?
6'4".
You're 6'4" already, and yes. How tall were those heels?
That was. These particular. So that's a good like 5 or 6 inch heel.
I felt like you were 10 feet tall.
Stop.
Okay, so this is one of my kickball teammates. This is Pickle. This is Kara, aka Pickle. Shout out to Pickle for watching this, by the way. So Pickle says one of the comments that you made was about one of our teammates. You called him Wish.com Kid Rock, and we have been talking about that ever since. As a matter of fact, Dyla, what you don't understand, he loved it so much, he thought it was so hilarious that he's been calling himself that every game now. And so we've got these GoPros that we've been putting on our head and running around the bases. And one of them, I just watched his name is Ethan, by the way. And so Ethan puts the GoPro on, and I just recently watched him run around the bases, and I'm watching him talk to the other teams, and he gets to like second base. And the second baseman's like chatting him up, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Wish.com Kid Rock." He says
see, that's the comedy. I love that kind of comedy. It makes everybody laugh, including the person you're making fun of. So that works for me.
Amazing. Rachel says she'll trade you some height, by the way.
No, that's my thing. When I put on the big drag hair and the heels, I literally cannot fit through doorways.
Yeah, I think at that point you're 8 feet tall. Like literally 8 feet tall.
I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get a photo with you when you were over there. So maybe Dyla makes an appearance at some other kickball event, because if I don't get a photo beside Dyla, or I'll come to one of your events. How about that? If Dyla doesn't, I'll come to it. We got to get a photo. On the more serious note here, I've got a real question for you.
Oh Jesus!
Think about 10 years ago. Place yourself wherever you were 10 years ago in life. Are you so much more comfortable in your own skin now than you were 10 years ago? Is there a difference or no?
Good God, you have no idea. I was a late bloomer coming out, so yeah. 10 years ago, I was just trying to get my new little homo feet on the ground, and look at me now.
What clicked? What clicked in your brain?
I think it's just the same as everybody else that's in that situation. It's finally you just know that you cannot live the lie anymore, and you've got to come out or it's going to be ugly. So I made that decision. It was very tough, but man, it's the best decision I ever made. I'm having so much fun, and my family didn't up and believe me and hate me like everybody's afraid of, and so it's all been great.
And I think that's great advice, even for someone that's not coming out of the closet. It's just for someone. It's advice for everyone. Just if everyone would just pump the brakes and stop caring about what other people think and just be like authentic, right? And
True.
because
True to
humans can
yourself
read that.
before anyone
True
else.
to yourself. If you're authentic, humans can read that when you meet them. And if you're authentic, that feeds off of other people. It's good energy. That's good positive
But
energy. It
people
doesn't matter.
People should be told, you have a support system, whether you know it or not, or whether you feel it or not, you do have one. And I know that the city of Huntington itself has started to create this beautiful support system for everybody in that community, and it's only getting better. I think there's still these stragglers, these people that hold out and don't realize how important a lot of this is to a lot of people. But fuck them, because their support system is not as strong as ours, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely, yeah. And Huntington Pride, just the way it's taken off, has been just so beautiful to watch. And the support that we get at all of our events has just been absolutely insane. And our upcoming festival, which thank God is in the fall this year when it's not so damn hot, it's gonna be something. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it already. October 23rd, by the way, so it's a ways off.
Word.
I have a
Perfect.
feeling
My anniversary is October 31st, so we'll have Pride. Then we'll renew my vows with
There
you.
you go.
and I'll be there for all of that, by the way. Yeah, we will definitely talk about that closer to time. Dyla, before we move on, I've got a little soundboard for you.
Sucking on chili dog.
I've got a chili dog you can suck on, Dyla. How's that for a little fire right back at you? I'm just trying DylaRide's own humor. After being susceptible to this humor, I'm trying it right back. Listen, we're gonna move on to Holler Nation right now. That's what we're all here for. They want to win some CAMO CBD, and they want to hear themselves be shouted out on this podcast. So Dyla, you're gonna come in and join all the fun with us this entire time, and we're gonna move on right now.
Link up at officialholler.com.
Oh, yes. Holler Nation in the house and the place to be. We have some poll questions that we send out to people out on the internet, and we're going to shout you all out and tell people y'all's answers to our stuff. And this is how it's going to go. I asked everybody. Mine's going to be really quick. I'm going to go ahead and just launch them all out real quick. But I know that we have a really good responses to this ourselves. So I'm going to do Holler Nation first, and then we'll go around the table and see what everybody's opinion is about this. But this is my poll question. What is something a lot of people do or like that you just have no interest in? This is one of those kind of situations where you know what your answer is, and just go ahead and shout it out. These first ones here, very quick answers, very small, quick answers. Ashton comes in and says, humans? That sounds about right. She also says dogs. Now, I don't know about that. I really dig those.
Really? Dogs? Holy
Dogs?
shit.
Yeah,
What person is that?
doesn't make sense to me.
Wait a second. This is no bueno. No
I
bueno.
Erase that whole. She's canceled.
Knew this was going to be a touchy subject for some people. All right. Mo in the place, she's come in and she says pickles. She can't mess with pickles. Can't deal with those things.
Fair enough.
I have a friend of mine who is definitely not allergic to them, but tells people that he is, just so that
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
it never touches their stuff. Because he thinks that anytime you put it on a plate or on anything, it just permeates all the other food items. And so, okay. Here we go.
That's
Corey.
blasphemous.
Corey in the house says camping. Just can't deal with camping. I'm almost there with him. There are maybe 2 weeks out of the year that I'd like to camp. All the other ones, it's way more of an issue, I think. Anything like that.
Any specific weeks?
Any specific weeks? Sometime in October, really. Beginning of October, probably.
Jesus Christ.
Corey, another Corey has come in. He says cats. So see, you got your dog people, you got your cat people. That's what it is. Victoria says drinking. Okay, understandable. Totally cool. And then finally here,
for you.
LaCandace comes in and says, going to bars. I did it so much in my 20s. Then COVID happened, but I haven't been to a club or anything in over a year, and I have no interest in going back. Maybe for a good show or maybe a DylaRide show or something. I'd go to the Loud, but just for fun. No thanks. I wouldn't do that. There you go. There it is. something a lot of people do for fun or like that I just have absolutely no damn interest in is, well, maybe not a lot of people like it, but NASCAR. Can't do it.
That's a great
Can't
answer.
get into it. I couldn't understand. It doesn't even seem like it's. People say it's a sport. It doesn't seem like a sport to me. It just seems like cars going in circles. That's it. That's it. It's my decision. Anybody else who wants to go next?
Gracie, what's up?
Playing sports. Just not into it.
All of them.
I knew Brian was going to have a comment. I mean, I played softball in like middle school, but that was it. Like, I liked softball, but I'm too old for that. I'm an old lady. My hips are bad. My knees are bad. I'm tired all of
You're
the time.
not an old lady.
You're not an old lady. You're in
I don't
your
want to play
fucking 20s.
sports.
You are not an old lady.
Time out. JD, did you say I'm in my 20s?
Or something. Yeah, I don't know. What
Okay,
are you?
JD,
What are you
you're
in
my
your
favorite
40s?
now. Brian, you're on the back burner.
I can guarantee you I'm the oldest lady in this.
JD, I'm 32, but thank you.
Oh, well, you know. There you
No,
go.
I don't want to play sports. I don't want to run. I'll take a nice brisk walk around the park. I'm not going to run it though. Mm-mm.
I
I
think
don't even
that-
see you doing that.
That's it.
Corey
All I
out
got.
there- Corey
Brian,
out there
no.
says, I know about getting old. I know about getting old. Gracie is right. No, Gracie, I don't have a comment about the sports thing. I think that's totally fine. Here's how I live my life. I actually had a hard time with this question, JD, because I try my best to just be so open-minded about everything. I try to like everything.
Here we
I try to
go.
ingest it all. Gracie, say what you know what, Gracie? This is what I think about you. Muted, bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
There you go. So yeah, way, it's my moment to speak. I try to ingest it all. I'm sorry, Gracie, that you're so offended that I love life. I love Dyla down there. I love JD. I love sports. I love music. I love movies. I love it all. But I will say my brain, the first thing I thought of was country music. I really don't get down very much with country music. However, I try to back off of that answer almost a little bit because there is definitely a handful of country music that I can tolerate, like 90s country and you know, Garth Brooks when it comes on at the right time. But like, I think my answer in general, country music, that's just one thing that I don't really get into. Gracie, you're back now. So
Oh, thanks.
I think that's too much power for Brian. Definitely too much.
Absolutely.
Dyla, how about you? What's something that some people do or like that you're just not interested in?
Will you please lay the hell down?
I'll see. This is going to get me in so much trouble. I've made this statement before, and it's a beloved Huntington institution, and I'm glad everybody else loves it. But I just cannot fuck with Jim's spaghetti. Like,
Man, I knew you were going to say that. As soon as you
I
said
didn't know what he was. I didn't know
Huntington
what.
institution.
no,
I
I've brought
know
that
that's
up
where you're
before, and I just get hammered for it. But I'm glad you love it. I'm glad it's there.
Is it specifically the spaghetti? Is it the restaurant itself? What a little bit more detail on this.
Yeah, it's just the spaghetti, I guess. I'm just
Okay.
not a fan of the food itself. I don't know.
Okay, because I went there and had a burger and it was pretty freaking sick. But Mel says, "Hey," by the way.
Oh, lay down.
Maybe
What's
I
up,
just gotta
Mel?
come back and get something else. I don't know.
My Nana talks about their fish sandwiches a lot.
My dad also talks.
You know, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna call myself out about Jim's spaghetti because I'm someone that I defend it often when someone like badmouths it, but at the same time, Dyla, I literally have not been to Jim's spaghetti in like 3+ years. I haven't been one time.
Well, I can
Obviously-
go with the obvious and say Stewart's hot dogs. But, you know.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Fuck
Nobody
Stuart
wants,
hot dogs.
nobody wants green weenies wrapped in
No one
paper
wants
with bean
yeah.
sauce on top of them. Ew.
No, and I hate to
Mel,
keep
we
on
love you
them,
too.
So I
Thank
love
you
their
for tuning in.
history of openness and acceptance and all that. I love the place. I support. I'll go by and give them $10. I just don't want to eat.
Mel was a big camo winner last show a couple weeks ago, and Mel, we've already given out some, but if you stick around, we're going to keep giving out more. So as you know, if you just stick around, it's going to pay off. So JD, are we done with your poll? We ready to move
Yeah.
on?
We're good.
Okay, gotcha. So my poll, by the way, I'm gonna go to Facebook first as well. So my poll this evening, whether you're from West Virginia or not, you should still be able to understand the question. West Virginia has a minor league baseball team called the West Virginia Power. That's just what they're called, the West Virginia Power. Well, they are looking to change that name, and thank God they are, because I have made fun of that name the whole time. I've always enjoyed going and watching, but like something about minor league baseball, most teams that play have these hilarious names. Like there's literally a minor league baseball team called the Trash Pandas, and their mascot is a raccoon.
There's a team called the Montgomery Biscuits.
See, that's what I'm saying. We had this great opportunity to make this great, hilarious name, and we came up with the West Virginia Power. That's what we did. Fuck that. So West Virginia Power, if you go to their website right now, it says, guys, we're looking to create a new name, and we want to hear your submissions. So we're giving Holler Nation the chance to submit, and I'm going to submit all these to West Virginia Power myself, and I'm going to say we did a whole podcast about this. So
am I going to have to make note of these?
No, we're fine, Gracie.
The podcast itself is already going to be a ledger, so don't worry about it. It'll be on the internet forever until
you can note hilarious ones, Gracie, if you would like. But I'm going to go to Holler Nation Facebook first. So give me just a second to pull this up here because we have some good ones. Starting with LaCandace says the baby dogs. So again, if you're not from West Virginia, you're not going to understand that reference. But our how should I put this?
Well, I will say he's our first. First dog. They are the first dog of the. Well, apparently Jim Justice has more than one dog, but that's the one that he loves the most. He
really
plays favorites with Babydog.
Plays favorites with his dog.
People outside of West Virginia know about Babydog than you think, because that was a big.
Beth, what's up?
That was a big thing that had happened. Basically, we have a crazy vaccination sweepstakes that is called "Do It for Babydog."
Babydog didn't do it for me.
So we could be the West Virginia Baby Dogs. Now this one blew me away. It's so easy, but somehow I didn't think of this. And this is from Corey. Corey says the West Virginia Mothmen. Now that is amazing. I think that's the answer. I think
there are a lot of people that are going to actually come up, I think, with that answer. I think that should be the answer, yes.
If you're somebody that's not from West Virginia, out in Holler Nation, you guys are split 50-50. I know half of you are not from here. If you're not from West Virginia, Google the Mothman, Google West Virginia Mothman, and just realize that where we are podcasting from right now, we're only like 30 minutes down the road from the area that Mothman's in. There's a statue there. It's a fucking hilarious statue that everybody goes with.
Dive into the lore, people.
Dive into the lore. There's a whole movie about it, and it was like not a terrible movie. Like it's from a handful of years ago.
The movie makes zero sense with our Mothman.
Okay, so it's got Richard Gere. So Rachel comes in and says, "I 1,000% support the Mothmen," and I agree with that. The Mothman is the West Virginia Mothman is the answer. Kate, by the way, is a Canadian that's in Holler Nation. She says, "What the fuck is baseball? Is that like hockey?" So there's, of course, her Canadian joke. And I said, "Kate, you've got to come up with a mascot." She says, "Well, the only thing I know about West Virginia people, or at least what I hear, is that you all are hillbillies. So how about the West Virginia Banjos?" So we've got West Virginia Banjos. We'll take that as an answer. We don't care. We don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck.
That's
Do
everything.
all hillbillies play banjos, though?
I don't know. That's from Holler Nation Facebook. So I'll play the fun ones last this round from Snapchat, because Snapchat's always fun. We'll get the video, the audio answers. But for now, we'll go around the table. What should we name? What should we rename the West Virginia Power? I had all these ideas. Like, I almost went against my own judgment right here, because West Virginia Power wasn't one of those fun names. But I was thinking West Virginia Wild, because we're wild and wonderful. And I thought the Wild is a cool name. It's certainly cooler than the Power, but it's also not a fun name. So I kind of just like stepped on my toes right there.
Yeah, that's sort of your safe pick there.
West Virginia Wild. That's my answer.
Okay. All right. I was going to go down that Mothman road and go with the cryptids. CRYPTIDS, the West Virginia cryptids, because there's more than just Mothman. A lot of people believe that even Bigfoot himself comes from West Virginia, and there are a lot of weird. They're not necessarily monsters. They're sort of possible interdimensional beings or possible supernatural beings that can come out of West Virginia. So I thought
The Flatwoods Monster.
So imagine like the baseball jerseys with all the monsters like peeking outside the logo. That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty fun. Gracie, what's up?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Okay, cool. Dyla, the West Virginia what? What would you like to name the baseball team?
Okay, well, I'm not all that into baseball, but they did have a project recently, and I went up there, and I can tell you that for those boys, I am definitely willing to be an athletic supporter. So just for my own nefarious purposes, I would like to see them called like the Spitballs, but that's okay. That's a rude drag queen answer. But how about just y'all? It's a good gender neutral, all-encompassing term.
So West Virginia,
West Virginia, y'all. That's it.
Good God, we would get made fun of so hard everywhere we travel.
I don't know.
Y'all.
I think people would dig that. I think that's a pretty good one.
How about the West Virginia
Hot Pockets?
Oh,
or the West Virginia? No, I've got the answer. I've got the
what an Alabama Hot Pocket is?
Here it is. The West Virginia
Mountain Dew.
The West Virginia Mountain Dew.
That would be pretty good.
Sponsored by Mountain Dew. Our baseball team is sponsored by Mountain Dew.
And we're the Mountain State, so Mountain goes with it. That's pretty cool.
JD, I'm not going to let you slide by on that one. You said, "Do I know what an Alabama Hot Pocket is?" And I'm going to say no. Can you explain?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Come on, dude.
Come on, JD. You opened your mouth. Spit it out.
So straight couples having sex and the man shits in the girl's vagina.
Oh no! Yeah, well, we should.
And we're grounded. Thank you for that, JD.
You asked
now
for
we're
it.
grounded.
Hey,
sex is so gross.
Dyla, we have
Virginia
Dyla, don't worry about it. It's just a thing. It's no big deal. Hey, Dyla, we've got a great moment right here. You ready to see this? Guess who's in Holler Nation right now listening live? It is Ethan, a.k.a. Wish.com.
Oh,
Kid
my God.
Yes. Team Bag Tag is in the house tonight listening to DylaRide on Holler, the podcast that shouts you out of Huntington, West Virginia. Hell yeah. This is great. Hey, Gracie, one last question. Did you come up with an answer, or are you just still in outer space, don't know where you are? What's the answer?
I'm out of my drink.
Okay, fair enough. Gracie's in outer space. So onward we move. And this next segment is something that we really like to do, and it goes something like this.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
I'm unsure if my dog is okay right now because although he's laying and appears to be sleeping, I just keep getting this smell, and he's just laying there and just farting over and over and over again. So I don't know if he's okay or not, but we wish him well.
You've got mail.
He's got mail. Guys, this is Shots Fired. It's the segment of the show where we are going to fire a shot about something while we take a shot of something. It's a chance for us to air our grievances with no one to interrupt us and no one to tell us that we're wrong. So I guess I will kick this thing off since I'm the one talking. Shots fired that there's no more cheap bowling around. I know it sounds like weird or lame maybe, but like it was always fun to just randomly go like bowl at Colonial Lanes locally here in Huntington for like $5. You could just go cover the whole thing, right? The last time that I walked into a bowling place, there's only one open in town that I know of, and it was Strike Zone. I went into Strike Zone, and I took a date in there, and it was supposed to be just a fun, cheap, like spur-of-the-moment date. We're just going to bowl a game or two, call it a day. I asked for 2 pairs of bowling shoes and 2 games for each of us, so that's, two times 2. They were like, your total is $82.99. I was like, what? I didn't come for that. Like, whoa, this is not a birthday party. I don't want the whole clown and the pizza. Just the
what? They were like,
what? Good though.
$30 games?
Dude, I don't know what's going on, but it's bad. Cheap bowling is gone.
That's more than $1 a frame. What the fuck? That's more than $2 a frame. I don't get that.
Colonial Lanes even gave out these coupons at one point that like you could take it in, and it was like 25 cents a game or something. And I would take like 4 of them in there. I would bowl for hours in that place, and it was fun. And that's what bowling should be. It shouldn't be this expensive fucking thing. It's just a fun little getaway where you go drink cans of beer while you bowl. And you know what? Everybody comes out smelling like cigarette smoke, and it just is what it is. Miss Cheap Bowling, shots fired. There you go.
You got me fucked up. I'm going to their website right now and looking and seeing if they got a fucking price list because this is insane.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 100%. 100% over $50, 100% for 2 pairs of shoes and all that. Anyway, while JD looks that up, Gracie, what's up?
Okay, I have a lot to shoot fired about, but I just won't this week.
Okay.
My shots fired is just the housing market. That's what it is. I'm so fucking sick of trying to find a house. Fuck it. I just swatted a bug away. Anyway, the housing market is fucking ridiculous right now. I can't find a house because any house I fucking like is pending within 24 hours of it being on the market. I can't find a house because I don't know what's happening and it's really fucking annoying and I'm done. I'm done looking for houses. If I'm going to rent for the rest of my life, I'm moving away from this area. That's all I have to say. Fuck the housing market, but I love my realtor and it's not her fault and she's the greatest lady I've ever met in my entire life. But fuck the housing market.
Got some people agreeing with you in the chat right now. Brandon says,
I love you, Brandon. So excited to hike with you hungover on Monday.
I read an article too about all that shit. Oh shit, Ethan's saying cheap bowling over where? Was it up in Kentucky?
In Ironton is where it's at. Okay. Which is, that's something I didn't think about. So
I wrote an article recently about there was something that was like, hey, millennials, just give up your dreams of ever owning a home again. From all these multiple reasons. One of them being like, companies are now swooping in instead of just landlords. Companies are coming in and buying places.
Yeah, because they can.
That's
fucking bullshit.
They're the only people. They're the only things that have money now, so they can actually do that. And it's just.
And they're creating permanent rental spaces.
JD, as an older millennial that already purchased a house, I can tell you, I have thought about this multiple times. I've thought, thank God that I already bought my house, because if I were to try to turn around and buy it right now, which I have the same job, I make the same money, nothing has fucking changed in the world other than houses are now explosive out of the price range. Thank God I bought my house a handful of years ago, dude. I don't know what I would do. Like you said, I would not own a house. That's what I would do. I would not own one.
Timing's everything, I guess.
Hey, by the way, before you go on, JD, Mel out here, she's a Holler Nation listener from the West Coast, okay? So she's not local. She says, who is your special guest? Mel, our special guest is Dyla Ride, and that's not just any drag queen. This is a drag queen that does comedy, slappy in your face comedy, as I like to call it. I fucking love it, by the way. I think we all need more of it. Dyla is also ordained. She can marry you if she chooses, if you choose. What are some other things, Dyla? What am I missing?
Oh, that's it. I just do drag and all kinds of stupid shit while in drag. He is a beautiful drag queen.
Hot pockets. LeBron James.
She's not LeBron James. She's a beautiful drag queen, and that is Dyla Ride. There's more of her where that came from. JD, what's up, dude?
So my shots fired this week. Hopefully, if you've been paying attention, it actually has to do with sports. If you've been paying attention to what's going on. Sha'Carri Richardson tested positive for the marijuana drug.
Right, that helps you sprint the 100-meter dash, right?
Yeah, and apparently to them that's doping or something, and she will not be able to run the 100-meter dash in the Olympics this year, amongst other things that she's probably going to be, taken out for. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. There's a crazy story behind what kind of happened with it. What I had heard was she had just recently heard about a family member passing, and she wanted to cope with it the way she wanted to. I'm not sure if that's totally true or not, but the truth is, it's weed, people. Remember when Michael fucking Phelps was smoking all that shit? And you know what? He got reprimanded. Like they took some shit away from him. They didn't allow him to do some shit. But they still allowed him to compete in the Olympics, the next round of Olympics, and he won another 13 fucking medals. So It's legal in 19 states in the United States, as well as so many other countries. It's actually legal over there, or it's not even criminalized at all, actually, in a lot of them. I do not understand the point of it. I can tell you now, in my belief, I think it's based on old racist concepts of trying to fuck with minorities in the easiest possible way to. The truth is, I think that the powers that be saw that somebody like Sha'Carri Richardson, a young, super talented, very up-and-coming black young woman, was starting to hit the zeitgeist and become this popular thing, and they just had to find a fucking way to fuck it up, and I think that's bullshit. I think it's ridiculous. Also, fucking, it's weed. You know what? It's weed. Fuck it. I'm going to smoke some right now. Right here live on the goddamn, watch me fucking do it.
Well, here's some shots fired to that you're
look at that. Hey, now I wasn't planning on fucking hanging out in the fucking Olympics or anything, but guess
you're
what?
out. You're now out.
Guess what, y'all? I'm not going insane. I'm not flipping out. I'm not fucking killing my family. I'm not doing anything. I'm just smoking something. And, it's not PCP. It's not, shit like that. But
to me, is it not more impressive that she can run that fast? Wow,
right.
Jesus.
Right.
That's the best. Also, that's the real thing, boiling it down to it. So, if that girl can hit the fucking shit and still be able to beat every other girl that's out there, I mean, normally when I smoke, I slow down, So, you know what?
That's a cheer to her, not a penalty to her.
Yeah, exactly. So I say, fuck that bullshit. Sha'Carri Richardson, you're wonderful. You're gorgeous. You're fantastic. You're fast as shit. You deserve.
She's the fastest girl in the U.S. That's for sure.
You deserve more accolades. You're going to get them. Sorry. Assholes do.
Hey, you know what, Sha'Carri? We will take you on Team Bag Tag, Huntington, West Virginia's kickball team. We do not test for marijuana. And we'll gladly accept you. And then while we're there, DylaRide will scream at us from the sideline, and we'll just call it a whole full circle of the day. JD, by the way, I was going to say something about that just real quick here, and then we'll move on. You should see the list of banned substances for the Olympics. This shit would blow your mind. I'm talking Red Bull is on the list, dude. You can't test positive for Red Bull. How fucked up is that?
I guess it's because it's performance enhancing. They would consider, but that's more. That would be even more performance.
That would make more sense. That would make more sense than weed. Weed doesn't make any sense.
Weed would technically be a performance degrading.
Right. They're like, why don't you add sleeping pills to the list? Because I would like to go to sleep as I'm running the 100-meter dash. Ban me. Like, I'm too fast asleep.
Bullshit. All right.
Anyways, Dyla, you're up. Shots fired. Get it off your chest, girl.
All right, here. It's real easy for me to get it off my chest.
Get it off your chest.
Hey!
That's a titty.
I can just remove mine. No, I have a real specific drag-based shots fired.
Mel says you're gorgeous.
Let me preface this by saying not all, but those annoying ass bachelorette parties that come into a drag show, sit right up front, are loud as hell, spill drinks everywhere, and then don't bother to tip the queens. You're gonna be there, have fun, congratulations, but tip the queens. They're the worst about that most of the time.
You can't sit that close and not tip.
Right.
If you're going to any drag show, you got to bring that extra cash. You got to. The whole point of it.
There's some young kids out there that want to come see a show. Oh, shit. Myself, sometimes I don't have a lot of extra money. I don't mind people hanging around the back, hanging out, having fun. But if you're going to be right up there in front, just hooping and hollering and expecting the performers to cater to you, then tip.
Yeah.
And you said something right there. So, hey, guess what? The more dollars you're throwing out, aren't you more likely to, like you said, cater to them and have fun with them? Isn't that how it works?
100%. That's my favorite thing to do is just pull people out of the crowd and bring them up on stage. So if you're one of those good bachelorette parties that is having fun and throwing out the cash, then you're going to have even more fun.
Hell yeah.
There's a direct correlation between tipping and the fun that you have.
Correct.
Especially at a drag show.
Shots fired to that. I'll take this shot with you, Dyla. Well done. Holler Nation, thank you for sticking around. We are now going to give away more CAMO Complete Energy and some CAMO CBD. And this, again, is another freebie. We're going to end the show with trivia, by the way. So right now, if you can just prove to us that you follow Holler's YouTube, which Gracie's going to put the link in the live chat. She's got it. Yeah, you've got it in your text messages, Gracie, because I sent it to you.
I already had it saved, Brian. What do you think?
Yeah, there you go.
Do my fucking job. Thank you.
Gracie's gonna put the YouTube link in there. If you can prove to us that you follow Holler on YouTube, we're gonna send you more. If you already won the first round, we're gonna double you up. And if you stick around for trivia and win that, we'll triple you up. We don't give a shit. Camo doesn't give a shit. They want you to have all this stuff. They're such a cool company. But yeah, JD's showing it to you right now. This is what you're going to win right there. So show that you follow Holler on YouTube. We want more subscribers. Send us a screenshot. We're going to mail you some CAMO Complete Energy. Right now, we're going to move on because we got to get out the rest of Holler Nation's answers, and then we got to play trivia at the end and get the fuck out of here. So we're moving on.
Listen to all of our past episodes at officialholler.com.
JD, you got some snaps for us this evening?
I actually don't. I didn't get any responses via Snapchat this week, so I'm just going to kill my beer.
Fair enough. I will open up my Snapchat responses, and I didn't test my phone out in the sound check, so hopefully this works. I'll read the ones first. And again, by the way, my Holler poll for those just tuning in is West Virginia Power. That is our minor league baseball team here. They are looking to change their name. They're giving the power to the people. So you can change their name from West Virginia Power to whatever you want. What would you choose and why? First answer comes from Mike Anderson. He says the ramps, the West Virginia ramps. So the wild ramps that grow. There's another West Virginia answer for you.
Yeah. Have any of you guys ever foraged for those or ever picked those in a
I haven't, but I would. I would do that.
Yeah.
Have you?
And I feel like their uniforms would kind of smell like ramps by the end of the
Yeah, well, make sure that you've got the stankiness. There's got to be some like little wavy lines coming up from the shoulders.
Imagine the mascot running around. It's a giant onion, like just fucking running around, chucking T-shirts into the crowd. Hell yeah. Like pushing small children out of the way to throw like wild ramp T-shirts into the crowd. It's an amazing time. While the banjo plays in the background. Hell yeah. Welcome to West Virginia.
The Mothman flies over.
The Mothmen doesn't fly by.
Drinking Mountain Dew.
Drinking Mountain Dew. This next snap.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2 liter of Mountain Dew.
This next snap comes from Mel. She's in the chat right now. She says the West Virginia rolling coal. There you go. There's a West by God answer. And Mel, if you don't know, we say West by God, Virginia. So there's a West by God answer. That's a good one. By the way, we have a new subscriber out here that we want to shout out. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for subscribing. I don't know how to say her first name. Somebody say her first name.
Larissa, I think it's Larissa.
Larissa. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Let us know how you say your name.
Teach us how to say your name. It's cool. I just don't know how to say it. And also, by the way, send us a DM that shows us that you did that with your mailing address. We're going to mail you some camo. And thank you so much for listening, by the way. Next snap. Oh, she says perfect. There you go. You nailed it, JD. Next snap comes from Josh. Josh Smith says the Charleston Alley Cats. So he's doing a throwback because that's what they used to be called way back in the day. He wants to take it back. And from here on out, I'm going to open up some video answers. So this first one is going to come from Tafty Snaps out of Cincinnati.
Mom, what should we rename them?
West Virginia used to be nice.
You really hate West Virginia, don't you?
It used to be a really nice place.
Are you just renaming West Virginia or the baseball team?
The baseball team used to be West Virginia.
West Virginia used to be nice. They used to be nice.
That was fantastic. I loved it. This next snap comes
Can you imagine
from,
them running out on the field with that across their chest?
Rachel, by the way, says my snap has a song. So Rachel, you know what? I'll save you for dead last, and that's not very far away. It's like 2 minutes away. This next one comes from Miranda.
West Virginia Power should change their name to the Bulldogs, and their slogan should be "Do it for Babydog." Duh. West Virginia Power.
That's 2 baby dogs so far. There we go. This next snap comes from Burrito Master. This is out of Jacksonville, Florida.
They should be called the Sigogglins.
Huh?
They should be called the Sigogglins.
Nobody knows.
I don't know. He's pretty though. Send him to my snap.
You know what, Dyla? He is a very, very pretty man. I know him personally, and you're right. Yeah, he's a very pretty man. This next snap comes from Lindsay.
I personally think that they should change their name to the West Virginia Babydogs.
Oh my God, this is 3 baby dogs.
I think it's being picked here, man. I think
these people are all unrelated, man. They're just all snapping this. That's amazing. It's amazing. The governor has spoken, and yet again, oddly, we've listened.
Did you see the picture of Baby Dog with the goggles on? That was the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen.
This fucking governor, man, like just when you think that he's just totally fallen through everything, he pulls some shit out of his ass like that. He either says fuck on air or he pulls out the cutest, flabbiest dog, and now we're all back. We're like, oh, cool, thanks. We don't care all the stupid shit that you say. Thank you for the dog and the goggles.
For the Crocs. I'm sorry.
And he was wearing Crocs with his suit. I mean, like we definitely posted that on Holler Facebook. By the way, if you out there in Holler Nation, we've still got a nice little crowd. I want to say, if you guys will just stick around for 5 more minutes, we're going to play trivia and give away more CAMO Complete Energy CAMO CBD before we get out of here. But if you guys do not already subscribe to us on Facebook, make sure you follow us because we're going to shit post all week long with these hilarious memes, including our own governor wearing Crocs with a suit and more things, all baby dog related. This last snap of the evening comes from...
This is for Rachel.
Rachel! 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 Rachel!
Rachel is a Holler OG, so she gets her own soundboard as always. Rachel, we miss you down there in Tennessee. We miss your goofiness and your goofy snaps. But here we go. Rachel's answer.
Mothmen, fighter of the humans, his wings block out the sun. He'll take that little baseball and smash it into oblivion.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
You're welcome.
That was fantastic. That was the best way to end the snaps of the evening. Hell yeah. What a fun. You're welcome. What a fun show. Dyla, you are awesome tonight, by the way. Like, thank you so much. We're not ending right now, but I just want to say thank you. It's a really fun show.
I do want to, before we move on, I do want to say thank you all for hanging out with us here on Holler. It's the podcast that shouts you out. There could have been so many things you could have done this evening, but you're hanging out with us this evening. It's wonderful. Gracie just came back from seeing our boys massing. They played downtown. There's a whole concert going on with Jocelyn the Sweet Compression was playing. There's a bunch of artists playing the Dog Dazzle, which is like the big summertime.
I can hear
July
fireworks
4th
right now.
Fireworks are happening like literally as we speak.
I can hear them my way.
But y'all are hanging out with us on the internet. We appreciate that. Wherever you are out in Holler Nation, all over the planet, thank you for hanging out with us. And DylaRide, the wonderful and fantastic, and glitter bearded.
I'm still thinking about that song that Rachel just sang. That was so fantastic. Anyway, guys, we are moving on. We're going to give away some camo. We're going to get the fuck out of here. It is trivia time. It's time to find out, are you smarter than a 5th grader to win some CAMO Complete Energy and CAMO CBD?
2 dudes, 1 girl, and a bottle of Jaeger. What could go wrong? It's Holler.
Well, that one didn't age well because now it's 2 dudes and 2 girls, and there's no Jaeger. But hey, whatever.
But hey, I'm still going to do
I'm not outnumbered right now.
Yeah. Okay, so Gracie is the judge. Here's how this is going to work. For those of you in the chat, we will give you a trivia question from the Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader crazy compilation list that we have here. First one to get 3 answers correct is going to win the camo giveaway. We will send you a variety pack. You'll get gummies and also shots that we recommend that you put in the fridge. By the way, you should drink these things cold. They're absolutely delicious. So you'll get both products, by the way, in this giveaway. You're going to get some of Camo's Complete Energy, but you're also going to get some of Camo's CBD products. You're getting the best of both worlds. So the trivia is what you want to win. Okay, here we go. Gracie, Rachel, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, take that as a yes.
Maybe.
This first question, guys, comes from the first grade category. Are you smarter than a fucking first grader? Here we go. How many syllables are in the word rhinoceros?
Oh, okay. All right.
How many syllables are in the word rhinoceros?
Holler Nation, get out there. Just throw numbers out. Doesn't even matter if they're right or not. Just throw them out there and make it happen. Well, I like to do this while we're waiting on answers for this. I like to talk to our guests a little bit. Dyla, can you tell us about your next gig, your next show you're about to be doing? Maybe coming up.
Absolutely. Gracie, hush your dog up. No, my next show is actually my 40th birthday roast, which is called Dyla's Weenie Roast.
Oh.
It's going to be at The Loud. That will be August 1st. So, yes, I'm going to get roasted.
Oh,
There's
cool.
going to be
That's going to be one of the first new gigs.
Drag. It's going to be beautiful.
They're
But
just
that's up
reopening
on my
that
DylaRide
place.
page now. It is a ticketed event because I have to pay the staff. They're not normally open on a Sunday. So I'm paying the staff to provide you guys a show.
Okay, I love it.
That's going to be one of the first shows when they reopen that venue. Which
Yeah, my birthday roast is going to be one of their first shows at The Loud. So y'all come check out The Loud. Come check me out because I plan to come out looking a little different than usual. I'm actually going to do some glamour.
Hell, you know what? I think we got to go. I think we're going to go.
What time does that show happen,
I
Dyla?
think we said 7 to 11.
Okay, gotcha.
Holler's going to that place. We're going to show up. We're going to bring the Holler crew out. We're going to come up to that because we got to go to The Loud. We got to hit it up on one of their first weekends open.
That's cool. That's good info. Rachel, the first correct answer was 4. Who got it?
Mel.
Mel in the house Mel from the West Coast saying boom. Trivia 1 down. Okay, so sorry, I should have had another question queued up, but nonetheless I didn't because I was having too much fun with Dyla.
It happens. That's super cool though. Like that's again going to be one of the first gigs. I think honestly that's the first full weekend that they'll be open. That's going to be so much fun.
We set that up so long ago, and Jess and Pat were like, "Oh yeah, we'll be sure we're ready by then." So they've kept that up.
All right, guys, here we go. We're on to 4th grade math. How many of you out there just absolutely loved math in the 4th grade? This is like intro to geometry. It's about triangles. Here we go. The interior angles of a triangle always sum to what? So the 3 angles of a triangle, they always add up to what? I can't say it clearer than that. I think you guys have got it. This is a 4th grade level question.
I'll give a small hint to it. It's an amount of degrees. If that
We're looking for those degrees. It's a number and it's degrees.
Here, guys. Here's a game I played at my show. I'll give the Holler guests gay trivia while you're waiting on your trivia answer.
Yes. All right.
What is a gold star gay? Gold star gay.
A gold star gay.
Nobody.
The dog had an answer, I thought, but
2 barks if it's a gold star gay? Is that the question?
Yes. What is a gold star gay?
Is it someone that's just like upstanding in how they are presenting? They're being a gold star gay. Is
it a homosexual that loves gold star chili?
No.
Okay. That's my guess. Gracie, you got a guess?
It is a lovely gay person.
Okay, all this sound good, but no, this is technically a gay person who has never slept with a member of the opposite sex.
That makes sense.
Then for gay boys, you can also have a platinum, which means you were born by C-section, so you've never touched a vag.
Platinum. Oh my God. This is the best. Dyla, do you have more of these? Seriously? Look,
I made flashcards for one of my friends when he came out. So yeah.
Well, there we go.
Okay, so
we just Brian, let's back and forth it. You keep going with the trivia for the camo giveaway.
Well, Sophie K got that Brian's trivia right.
Yeah, Sophie got the answer correct first, which was 180, by the way. So the triangle, that's three angles, 60 degrees each. They add up to 180. Not to be confused with Fahrenheit, which is what Corey thought the answer was.
No, that's a Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
007 backslash from Rachel. All right, next question. Let's try to get out.
I like the idea though of back and forthing it, going.
Yeah.
Go camo trivia and then gay trivia. I like it.
All right, guys. This is a first grade history question.
Okay.
What country did Mexico gain its independence from in the 1800s?
Should be.
Did you really know that in first grade though? I don't know.
Well, I would say you probably did, especially if you lived in a state along the border.
Yeah, true. The further away, the less you. Yeah, you're right.
Right, like if you were a kid in Texas, if you were a kid in New Mexico, Arizona.
Okay, Dyla, it's time. Give us some trivia.
Yeah,
I'll give you guys an easy one since I stumped you last time.
that was a really good one.
Yeah,
What is a twink?
Ooh, I know this one.
Gracie knows.
Okay. Sorry, I think my dogs are losing their mind over fireworks and they've never done that before, and it's just very annoying. So I'm just trying to be myself. Anyway, a twink is like, it's a male, but he just like is very like, you just know, like he just acts super, super gay.
I think. Well, can I add to that? I believe normally they're normally a bit skinnier. They're normally hairless. I believe most of the time they're hairless.
Twinks are hairless.
JD is really, you're the closest on this. My definition on the back was a young, hairless, skinny gay boy, often found in groups at places like the Stonewall.
So see, I had two key words. I had two key words, and they were there. So
yeah,
Dyla,
also known as Dyla's type. So
hey, there you go.
Stop it. That's how you got strep throat, Dyla.
Dyla, can I ask you this? What is an otter?
Oh, it's the same thing except they're furry. It's a little skinny furry gay boy.
Oh, skinny.
And then you have your bears, which are the big furry gay boys. And yeah.
Brian.
Dyla, I'm going to ask a favor. I'm going to ask you to place us into some type of category. Please name it.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I think JD would be a cub. That's he's somewhere between otter and bear.
Oh yeah, Brian definitely be a daddy. Zaddy, maybe? Is Zaddy there?
Zaddy, I would go for Zaddy. Yes.
Oh my God, I love this show so much. Holy shit.
Brian, do you see the answer? Because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the answer is Spain, and I believe Sophie probably. Yeah, Sophie came in first. So.
Ooh, she's got 2 out of the 3.
One more, and Sophie takes it. By the way, guys, Holler Nation that are out there playing along, Sophie is what we call a trivia beast. So you guys better be on your toes.
Get in there. Get in there.
Okay, let me step it up a little bit. Let me scroll down here. Hold on one second. Here we go. You guys can talk amongst yourselves as I choose the next question.
I like that. A cub. I would be a cub. That's pretty good.
I know local gay boys that have crushes on you, JD.
Oh wow!
You would do well in the gay market.
Look at me! I'm blushing.
Oh my gosh! I love everything right now.
Oh, that's nice. I appreciate.
All right, guys. I've got your next question. This is a geography question, and they're calling this a first grade question, so that's not too difficult. Can someone beat Sophie on this? She's pretty good at geography, it appears. Here we go.
I'll be going down here.
Okay, here we go. Here's the question. What continent are the pyramids of Giza located in?
Ooh,
pretty solid question. That's a pretty solid question. That could easily
I think so too. I like it. What continent are the pyramids of Giza located in?
Let's get some more gay trivia. This is fun. Let's do
the northern hemisphere. Oh, are you wanting another gay?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Bring it on. This
All
is.
Right. Here, I think this one. I think you will know this one too. What is a beard? A beard.
What's on JD's face? Just kidding. sort of. Maybe.
Nah, Gracie, you have a better idea than that. I know that. I know the answer to this.
I don't know the answer to this, dude. I'm perplexed.
All right, can I shout it out? A beard.
Yeah. Let's do it.
A beard is a woman that a closeted gay man has a relationship with, or maybe could be married to, in order to hide, or not necessarily hide, but also in order to seem more heteronormative, I believe. Is that about correct?
100%. Yeah, and it comes from you grow a beard to look more masculine. So you have a relationship with a straight woman to appear more masculine.
That makes sense. Yep. JD, how do you know this trivia answer? That's amazing.
My mother, not one.
Beard. Your mother's a beard.
No, she's got some friends that she'd worked with that are men that have beards. That have.
Okay. Hey, the answer to the continent question is Africa. By the way.
Just fireworks. Mel got it.
Oh, it's literally the grand finale happening right now.
Yeah, I can't hear them. I can't hear them.
They're popping out. It sounds like popcorn up in the air right now.
Well, they're not coming across the mic, so we're good. So Mel is on the board. Is this what's the score? Gracie, what's the score? 2-2. Anyone else on the board? That's it. It's Mel versus Sophie. Someone else got to get on the board here, guys. Here we go.
Man. Okay, so we got another one coming. All right.
Oh yeah.
This could be the tiebreaker that takes it all the way there to the house.
All right, guys. This is more geography. This is U.S. geography. We may as well do some U.S. geography because.
Can we bring it up in grade level though? Can we bring it up a little bit?
I'll tell you what. We will after this question, JD. I will purposely try to find a hard one after this one.
Okay, cool.
This one is arguably pretty easy, but nonetheless, let's see who types it first. Here we go. Geography, 2nd grade. In what state will you find the Windy City? In what state? What U.S. state? And now, JD, as those come across and Dyla gives us more gay trivia, I will find a harder question.
Okay. All right. Word up.
I'm gonna be a little more graphic here.
Yeah, let's do it.
What is ATM? ATM.
Mm-hmm.
This is not necessarily specifically gay, but you definitely see it more in gay porn.
ATM.
Definitely anal something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm picturing like an ATM like shooting money out, and I'm trying to like make this. How does this translate correctly?
JD, you have the gay trivia again for us?
I think I've got the answer to this one too.
What, JD?
AKA, but if you need to say something to our Holler Nation, we will love
if I needed to, I'd have done it already. I can tell you that. AKA A2M, correct?
Yes.
Dyla?
Yes.
Okay. I believe it is just a abbreviation for ass to mouth.
There you go. What you should
not
do.
Gotcha.
That's how you get sick. Don't do that.
Yeah,
That's not
good for you.
No, it's not. But in porn, you don't see that they cut away and clean up and think. Don't do that, folks.
Okay,
I love how they're both Gracie and Brian are both like, huh?
No. I was actually reading more trivia questions while listening to this shit in the background. I'm like, amazing. I love it.
After we just talked.
The answer, by the way, to the question is Illinois. Who got it first?
Mel. She won.
Mel, there's your winner. There are no more questions. Mel is the trivia beast tonight.
Amazing, Mel.
Mel, congrats. You've won at least one variety pack. If you did the other stuff, then you'll win more stuff. So Gracie says too. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for playing along. Holler Nation, you guys are fucking fabulous as always. DylaRide, this is one of the more fun shows that I've ever had. I knew it was going to be fun. This is a great day. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you all.
And you did it all while being sick. Oh, we never even talked about this on the show.
Yeah,
but today you were diagnosed with strep throat.
Oh,
is
I
that
went
correct?
to the doctor at like noon today and was told I had strep. And I literally told her, she was a nurse practitioner named Susan at the Med Express on 1st and Adams. She was great. And
Susan.
I said, Susan, yes, the antibiotics, but don't you have anything you could give me to make me feel better, like right away? I have a podcast to do tonight.
Yes.
And so she gave me some kind of like steroid drink thing that tasted like ass to mouth. But I took it and I felt better like within minutes, so it worked. So thank you, Susan. You made it possible for me to be here.
We love you, Susan. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. And you know what? No one would have ever known, Dyla, that you were under the weather at all because your energy level's been great. And you can expect that at any of Dyla's shows. It's always fantastic. You know, the first time I ever saw DylaRide in person was at a event called Drag Me to Bingo that I actually bartended. And the place was packed. It was a blast. There was so much fun. There were drag performances. There was comedy. There was bingo happening during all of it. It was so much fun. Honestly, any event you would go to that includes DylaRide is going to be a blast, no matter what. I believe she's very selective on how the events that she does and make sure they're going to be fucking sick. Rachel needs your glitter, by the way. Very bad.
No, glitter secrets.
Rachel needs your glitter
secret. My bad.
Sorry. Be Live is doing that fun thing. Thank you so much. But anyways, Dyla, thank you so much for being here this evening. We want to have you back sometime. We are hoping to see you August 1st at the Loud around 7 p.m. Hopefully my kickball ends that day because it's on a Sunday and I can get over to your show.
It's called Dyla's Weenie Roast. It's going to be an actual roast of DylaRide at the actual event. You are going to still serve hot dogs, right?
Yes, we're selling hot dogs out back, and that's going to go. Those proceeds are going to Huntington Pride. There's going to be live drag, of course. There's going to be a live band. It's going to be amazing. Come see it.
Holler Nation, if you're still sticking around right now and you weren't here in the very, very beginning of the show, in the first 5 minutes, we did give away CAMO Complete Energy. I'm going to give you another chance right now. All you have to do is share this live show to your Facebook wall. You should send us a screenshot, DM us, and show us that you've done this along with your mailing address. We will mail you a CAMO variety pack. It's literally that easy. Holler Nation, we fucking love you guys. I'm going to smash a lot of buttons right now. DylaRide, we fucking love you. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Holler Nation. Thank you, everybody.
It's been Mountain Dew.
You're beautiful. Sucking on chili dog. Outside taste freeze.
55.
Oh, wow. China.
Dad said no, but she did it.
Boom shakalaka. What's up, man?
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm an Indian outlaw.
Holler Nation, thank you so much. We will see you guys next round.
Thank you so much, y'all. See you soon.